Hey folks, taking a look at my mid-game companion druid build today. The theme of this build is based on the companion skills, Pulverize, and Shapeshifting, with a bit of storm damage thrown in for fun. Feels like a well-rounded druid, although that probably just means it's great at nothing. But I'm having fun nonetheless, and maybe you will too. The companions and Pulverize are pretty straightforward. The shape-shifting I refer to is making use of swapping in and out of human form for spirit regen and increased damage, along with alternating between storm and earth, in this case Pulverize, for extra damage as well. This build will perform best when alternating between storm and earth casts. Rarely do I want to push the same button twice in a row. Earlier on, when spirit regen was more of a problem, spamming a few storm strikes would occasionally be necessary, but as you level up and improve your resource management, this will change to spamming a few Pulverize in a row to avoid capping and wasting resource. Okay, taking a look at the skill tree, I go with Storm Strike for a generator. Get vulnerability with the enhancement. Storm Strike eats Storm Skill, so you get the back and forth with Pulverize, which we turn into an Earth skill. Max that out, it's your biggest damage dealer. Like the Primal Pulverize for some damage reduction as well. I got a couple points here. Extra Spirit. Would like to go 3, but not sure where I'd find it. And here we got some crit chance against close to enemies, and then the Iron Fur for reduced damage against, or while in Werebear and after. You're almost always going to have this up. Very good in the build. Nothing in this node, the defensive node. I know, a little scary. Then we go with all the companions. Got the Fortify enhancement on the wolves. Don't know if it adds a lot, but I don't think this is that great. But I don't know. You could probably even skip this. But the Ferocious Poison Creeper I think is nice. And then more vulnerable from your ravens. Always great for an AoE vulnerable. And here's the Clarity for gain a lot of regen, a lot of spirit with this, going in and out of human form constantly. And Call the Wild, you gotta get this with your companions. If you're leaning into a companion build, I suppose. Then going with Hurricane, some more back and forth between the Earth and Storm. And this provides a lot of utility. You get the slow, 25% slow with Hurricane, and also another 20% damage reduction. A lot of utility here. And then having the pets, the werewolf pets spreading rabies. I don't know if this is worth actually putting points into, but 3 points to go with the enhancements. I'm undecided on this, but for now I got it in my build. And then you get more slowing here from your poison from your werewolf pets. And then the extra crit damage is the big thing. The synergy with the poisoning. And ultimate, no ultimate skill, no room, but a lot of passives here. Gotta go here, 1 point. Just a little more nature damage, not big deal. 1 point here. A little more vulnerable damage would be nice to go more points into this. And the Resonance, this is for alternating between your nature and earth skills. So 18% damage increase when you swap back between the two. And then down below we got quick shift, so your shape-shifting skills, just your Pulverize, is getting 15% more damage. And then we're getting some damage reduction here against elites. Can never go wrong with that. And I think 2 out of 3 here is plenty good for Fortify. You basically get an extra point percentage. Like, see, if I take one out, 1 point is only 1% base life. Go 2 points, jump ship to 3%. And then if you go another third point, it only brings you up to 4%. So, I don't know. 2 points seems like a nice sweet spot to me. And then the key passive is Nature's Fury. I don't know if it's the strongest, but I'm having a lot of fun playing with it. And getting it to proc a lot. I mean, tornadoes, lightning storms procking, boulders coming out randomly. I don't know. It's just been a lot of fun seeing a bear run around with the hurricane and then all these spells procking. Been enjoying it. So that's a look at the skill tree. Okay, looking at the legendary aspects I've been using. I went with the Disobedience on Helm. Big, large amount of armor, very good. Defensive on the chest. Basic skills grant 20% damage reduction. I feel like this one's pretty strong. I don't know if a lot of people are using it, but it's pretty good. At least as long as you're using your basic skill. Often enough, which I am with this build, generally. And as long as you have a high enough roll. If it's the 2 seconds, I mean, that's... your uptime's probably not going to be that great, but if it's close to the max, you're going to have good uptime. Then the companion package aspects, there's 3 of them. You get the 1 additional companion here with the Stampede, as along with bonus damage on your companions. Over on the neck, the core skills deal additional damage based on how many active companions you have. So it goes very good with the Stampede. And then the third one, your wolf companions turn into werewolves, gain damage, and also can spread the rabies. So that allows you to synergize with poison and poison debuffing. And I've been going with the protector on the pants. I just feel like it's really strong against elites, you know. I think there are probably other options to go with, but I've been doing fine with this one. Boots, I've been playing with the Nature's Fury key pass, which is quite a bit of fun. Get a lot of elemental spells proccing off. But this was better. I was running both Hurricane and Stampede. So I was getting reduction on both of them. Now it's really only affecting my Hurricane, which is nice. You can get more uptime on it since it's 20-second cooldown, only lasts 8 seconds. But I don't know, it's probably not worth it to have this anymore. But for now, I'm sticking with it. Then we got the Pulverize pair. Got the 1 on the weapon, turns it into an earth skill, very important. So it scales with all your earth damage. And it procs the back and forth with the Nature's Fury key passive, along with the going in and out of human form to trigger your mana regen. Spirit regen. But that one, along with on the other ring, you got the Pulverize that adds the shockwave in the forward. That's pretty nice AoE. And actually even turns it into a ranged spell, kind of. So if you have something that's dangerous you don't want to get too close to, you can even range it down a bit with shockwave. But that's a look at the legendary aspects I've been going with. And you can see the gems. I've been thinking about switching over to blue and gems for the reduction while fortified, but we'll see. I don't have a whole lot of max health on my gear, so I've been sticking with that for now. And a green in the weapon, vulnerable damage, crit damage. Seems okay. Okay, the boons I've been going with. 10 max spirit. I think you could easily go with the elites if you're having any kind of defensive problems. 30% critical strike damage. Going with doubling up on the deer here with lucky hit. Extra spirit, restore 10. And critical strikes have a 20% chance to reset cooldowns your companion skills. With all 3 companion skills on your bar, getting them to reset, that's pretty nice. Feels pretty good. And then on the snake, I'm going with the overload, lucky hit with lightning. Alright, let's take a look at the Paragon board. I mostly have been rushing through to get to new boards and new legendary nodes. Haven't worked on my glyphs much yet. Really need to spend more time leveling up my glyphs so they're worth using. But I've just been making a straight shot up. First board I went for the Inner Beast. Shapeshifting, cost reduction. So you basically have this up all the time and get a 30% reduction in spirit costs while you're in combat. I mean, it lasts for 5 seconds, it stacks up, so you're rarely is it going to fall off while you're fighting. Grabbing some crit damage, physical damage there on the way. Got a nice bonus here with the willpower, so you get the double maximum life and armor. Then we went over to the Ancestral Guidance. Using quite a bit of spirit with Pulverize, so this is proccing quite often. 3 Pulverizes this procs. Lasts for 5 seconds. You can keep it. The uptime is pretty good, I think. And then here is where you're getting a lot of your plus spirit on this board. Plus the rare nodes. Or sorry, the magic nodes along with the rare node here. Same thing over here. 8 spirit rare. With some more magic nodes. My plan here, I'm going to come down, grab the core skill damage. And then there's another one. Come back up, grab the other core skill damage up here. Then we'll probably head off onto another board. We'll see. But this is just how I'm starting out so far.